Hi, everybody. Welcome. My name is Dr. Liz, and thank you for being here in MAT 133 today. First of all, please excuse me. My allergies are killing me today, so I may have to pause a little bit here and there. My voice is not doing so great. The purpose of this video is to give you a really brief explanation of the final project. And even though it's not due until week 7, there are steps that should be taken along the way to ensure that you turn in the best final project possible. So I'm here in week 1's content, which is labeled Module 1, and I am going to scroll down to the section that says Course Readiness Quiz. And the Course Readiness Quiz is something that needs to be completed by the first Sunday of the course for you to be counted as an active participant. But that is not the main focus of this video. The main focus of this video is this link that is embedded that says Final Project Guidelines and Rubric. So I am going to click on that. And it gives you an outline of that final project that is due in week 7. So the idea behind various assignments throughout the course is that you're actually going to turn in portions of your paper early before you do the final submission so that you can get feedback from me, so you have chances to fix your paper before you turn it in for a final grade in week 7. And a brief introduction to how that happens is that you'll start off by writing your introduction section, which will address these 3 components, and you will turn that into me in week 2 through the milestone 1 assignment. I'll grade it, give you feedback, make suggestions for some revisions that could improve it if there are any, or maybe I'll say it's awesome, you don't need to change anything. And if you do need to make some changes, hopefully you will make those changes. And then you will add to your introduction section the analysis section of the paper, and you'll turn those both in together during week 4 of the course, during your milestone 2. And then finally in week 7, hopefully you've made changes based on my feedback to your introduction and your analysis. Then you'll add to those your discussion, and that is what will make up your final paper, which I will grade in week 7. So the idea is for you to turn in parts of it along the way so that you've had an opportunity to get feedback on those drafts. The most important thing, in my opinion, for what to say in this video is that you're not actually doing your own research. Like, you're not going out looking for articles on a particular topic. You could, if you wanted to. It might add a little something to your paper, but it is not in any way, shape, or form necessary for this assignment. Instead, SNHU has put together a collection of research articles, and your job in order to max out your points on the final paper will be to report in your own paper on aspects of the research article. So you'll describe, for example, who they sampled, what the study was about. So you're kind of just doing a report on that research study. So you're probably wondering, where do I get this list of articles from? And that's my major goal for this video. I will give you a lot more details later about the actual, what you should do for the introduction section, what you should do for the analysis section. Right now, so we're not overwhelmed, I just want to show you where to get the list of research articles. And you are going to get those. You're going to go back to Module 1. And you are going to go to this section that is labeled Reading and Resources. And besides the other good information about the textbook and stuff like that, again, I'm going to focus here on the final project research study options. So if you click on that, depending on the device you have, it might download the document or it might show in a preview. Kind of depends on which kind of computer you have. My Mac just automatically downloads the list for me. So you'll see that there are 5 different research studies. These are the 5 different studies that you have to choose from to write your final project paper about. The best advice I can give you is please make sure that you pick something that is at least a little interesting to you, because you're going to be stuck with it, for the majority of this course, because you're going to write several assignments based on that research study. So I strongly suggest that you read at least the description of all of them so you can pick one that piques your interest the most. To get to the study, so let's say, for example, that I decide to choose this first one, click on the link, and it takes you to SNHU's library. And this just gives you a brief introduction. For those of you that might not be familiar with research, the abstract just tells you a brief introduction to what the study is about. This is not the entire study. And to access the entire study, you're going to go over here on the left-hand side of the description. And this section looks a little bit different for some of the different articles. In this case, you're going to want to click on Full Text Finder. So that's how you actually get to the entire article. So I'm going to click on that. And my computer does this weird glitchy thing where clicking directly on the link doesn't work. So notice that I have a little thing here, that little notification that says open the page in a new window. If I click on that, that gives me access to the actual full article. So you can see now I've actually there's the abstract that I saw before, but now here's all the information about how the research study was actually done. It looks a little bit different depending on which article you're trying to get to. So I'm going to go back to the list and show you what I mean. So let's say instead of the first article, now I've decided I want to do that second article instead. So I'll click on it. And again, this is not the entire article. This is just the abstract of the article. So to get to it, you'll notice this side looks a little bit different this time. So I recommend going to the PDF full text if that's an option, because that'll allow you to download your own copy of the article. So if I click on PDF, I don't get that annoying, for whatever reason. I know every device is different. I wish I had an explanation for why sometimes the link works and other times it doesn't. But you'll see there is the description, but then here's all the information for that article as well. So if you run into any issues with downloading the articles, or you have some questions about how to get to them, if your individual device is doing some kind of weird stuff, here's a couple options for how you can get some help. So first of all, if it's just general overall questions, by all means, reach out to me. There's my email address, e.papelka. Sorry, I've got this. My handwriting is just atrocious. So e.papelka@snhu.edu. But if you run into problems with, let's say the link isn't working for you, or it's something that's probably more related to your device. But unfortunately, there are so many different kinds of devices these days. So if you run into an issue that seems like it might be related to your computer or whatever device you're working on, without me being able to see you in person, it might be kind of hard, for me to be able to help you. So SNHU's Tech Help Desk is awesome. They can remotely access your computer and help you figure out those things. And their number is here, 1-855-877-9919. So again, it's not that I don't want to help. It's just that sometimes if it's something specifically related to your technology, it's going to be kind of hard for me to help you without being able to see you in person. So please feel free to reach out along the way. I am so excited about our term here together. And please reach out if you've got any questions.